welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your friendship. Special thank you to everyone who has reached out to me on Etsy for a personal reading. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your love and support of me in this channel. And thank you for supporting each other in the comment section as well. I notice that's the reason why I do the giveaway once a month, because I want you guys to feel appreciated, because I do so much appreciate you guys engaging here on this channel. So thank you for coming back. Welcome back. And if you found yourself here for the very first time, we just want to welcome you to this space with open arms. We are a space of light and love. I do pick a card readings on this channel. So pull up your chair, grab yourself some snacks, a cup of tea, and we'll have a little bit of a chat, because we all are friends when we gather here at my table. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking at a person that you're in no contact with, that you maybe are looking for contact with. And today we're asking the question, are they going to contact you, or should you be the one to reach out? So we're going to get a little insight from Spirit today on if you're going to wait forever for them to make a move, or if you should be the one to reach out to them. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with this yellow jasper and the peacock spirit. We have pile number 2 with the red jasper and the lion spirit. And we have pile number 3 with the rose quartz and the mouse spirit. So whichever pile or piles, or perhaps cards or stones, are drawing your attention, just know there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit, and my timestamps will be listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is about a person on your mind that you wish to be in contact with. Are they going to contact you soon, or should you be the one to reach out? Pile number 1. Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to this beautiful yellow jasper tumbled stone, or perhaps to the peacock spirit here. Underneath that peacock spirit is the Alice in Wonderland tarot that I'm using for you today. But the person on your mind, they could be putting on a lot of airs here. They could be wearing a lot of masks with the peacock spirit. They could be somebody who really values people's opinions of them, perhaps because there's a lot of flair here. There's perhaps even an air of cockiness to them. Maybe not in a negative way, but just, you know, there's something about this energy that I just feel they could have a lot of cockiness, but it could stem from a place of maybe inner insecurity, perhaps. And they could be very good looking, somebody that really values the outside appearance as well. So let's see, what does Spirit see? Are they going to come forward and contact you, or should you be the one to bite the bullet and contact them? So let's see if they have any plans of coming forward. Are they going to contact you in the future, Spirit? Pile number 1. Will they come forward and contact group 1? So the first card you have is Justice. Things feel a little bit unbalanced with that man standing on his head, trying to maintain balance. Again, a sense of injustice in the recent past, not getting what I want. Will this person come forward and contact me? Queen of Wands, or sorry, I'm sorry, the Queen of Hats, the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups in most traditional tarot decks. Ooh. We have the Strength card, so we have Leo energy here. We also have the Hanged Man coming out as well. Will they contact you? We have the Magician. Back of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Justice, please, Spirit? Will they contact pile 1? We have the 9 of Cups. It is in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the Hierophant. Back of the deck is the Hermit energy here, and we also have the 6 of Wands. Back of deck energy is this Hermit, and I'm getting a very strong sense of somebody who has been perhaps secluded from you for a while with that Hermit energy, but still maintaining hope, and you've been maintaining hope. As I said here with the 6 of Wands underneath with the peacock, and there's the Emperor. This person could maybe somebody who The Six of Wands always speaks to me about somebody who maybe puts on airs a little bit, who doesn't really have the grounds for being so cocky or for being so self-assured, and it may not even come from a genuine place inside, but they may put on a little bit of a show for people. They care about what people's opinions of them are. You can see her kind of adjusting her crown. Here's the Emperor up in a tree looking down at everybody else with that Cheshire smile. So there's a sense of them maybe putting on airs. We do have in the present moment here the Hanged Man energy, and they're trying to overcome their inner fears of coming towards you. Here with the Queen of Cups, we also have the Ace of Oysters, which is a very positive card about information coming in, information being received by this queen, because you can see she's holding out that hat, just like ready for information to come in. I do feel like this person is a little bit fearful of communicating with you, perhaps because of things in the past. And I do feel like in the past, especially with the Nine of Cups reversed, there's a sense of not getting what I want at all for a while. But I do feel like there's going to be ascension in the future of this connection. We have the Magician and the Hierophant in the future position, which is a beautiful place for those two to be, because it shows ascension, it shows communication opening up. I do feel like this person might be the one to come forward first. And I'm going to ask Spirit specifically with a separate deck here. I'm going to ask them specifically if there's going to be a long wait for that, because I'm almost getting a sense like there might be. So let me find another deck here. Oh, this information coming in Spirit. The Chariot. The Page of Wands. I feel like they've already made the decision to, there's the Hierophant. I feel like they've already made the decision to come forward. And I do feel like they were waiting for you to kind of make that first move. But since you haven't, I feel like now they're starting to kind of make the decisive action towards you. I do feel like they will be the ones to reach out first. Of course, if you get tired of waiting for this person, you can of course be the one to take action as well. But we do see ascension, we do see connection, and an opportunity for fresh starts here with the Page of Wands. It's like somebody's conjuring up a new beginning here. So I don't feel like it's been a very long period of no contact, but I do feel like this person will be the one to kind of break first here. Even though they're a little bit, there's a bit of a chip on their shoulder. They're a little bit defensive as far as having to be the one to come forward. But I feel like that's just having to do with youth. I feel like they don't have a lot of experience, perhaps the person that you're asking about. Of course, I'm dealing with the collective energy. So if that doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile. But I do feel like they will be the ones that come forward to you first. Let's take a look at their current energy of how they're currently feeling about you in this connection. How does this person currently feel, please, Spirit? We have the World. So they definitely want closure, and they definitely want to wrap up any unfinished business here. We have the Seven of Swords, and they have been holding back their feelings for you for a really long time, or at least throughout this disconnect. There's the Moon. As I said, I feel like they may be outwardly very I don't want to say loud, but just they may be very a chatty person. They may be outwardly kind of personable, but I feel like they hold back a lot of their insecurities. I feel like some of their cockiness is stemmed from insecurity, especially if they could be a Leo here with that Strength card. And I'm a Leo, so I can totally understand this mentality of trying to be perfect or trying to put out an outward appearance of perfection when in reality it stemmed from insecurity. How does this person currently feel? There's the Six of Wands again. Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords. They do want more. And that Nine of Cups represents you and this connection. And we have that Judgment back of deck showing itself as well. They want a new beginning here. And I feel like it's possible for you with the Hierophant in the future position. That talks about ascension, but it talks about our roles as well. It can also talk about institutions like education, government, and marriage. So there's the Judgment card. Back of the deck is the Temperance. I feel like you will have to wait a little while longer, as I said, for this person to come forward. And of course, the Hanged Man is our reminder here in the center that, you know, time waits for no one. We don't have to wait for anyone either. We can come down from our perceived stagnation in this connection and make the first move as well. We don't have to wait. But if we wait long enough, Spirit is saying that this person will come forward, and there is a possibility to sort of build up a foundation here, either a new one or a revisit to one from the past. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations are helping to bring you closer together. So you could be trying to conjure this person up. You could be trying to manifest them, and it's going to work because that magician is in the future position. You have to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and I do feel like it has to do with their inability to perhaps be open and honest and vulnerable, because they have this propensity to want to protect themselves through... It just feels like they hold back a lot of their truth. They skirt around it. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. Some of you perhaps don't want to believe that this person could even be your soulmate if they are in disconnect at all. But sometimes soulmate energies and soulmate connections are meant to drive us and push us towards the fulfillment of our soul contracts and certain lessons that need to be learned that cannot be learned when we are face to face with someone that we have such a strong connection to. You have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. It's going to come to fruition. That's why that magician is in the future position. We have to create the future in the present through our thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. Back of the deck is Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. Some of you could feel like this is a soulmate connection here with the calling in your soulmate card. And for some of you, you're very right. There's a certain aspect of destiny, especially with that Hierophant showing itself twice. There's something very important about this connection for both of you in regards to the fulfillment of certain lessons in your contract. How is this person currently feeling right this moment, please? How do they feel about pile one? Are they coming forward? I don't want to lose you, they're saying. But this kind of screams out Four of Pentacles to me. It's like I don't want to lose you, but I also don't want to risk much either at this present moment. My life started when I met you. And here's the Ace of Cups. That's a new emotional beginning and the desire for a love offer to come forward for you. It says, I'm absolutely in love with you. And it really reminds me of the Six of Cups. I get a really warm feeling when I see that card. And that talks about reunion, someone from your past returning to you. Back of the deck is already saying, I hope that you'll wait for me. Time to ground yourself. And grounding yourself is so important. I like that it's coming out in the recent past position, because it shows what is necessary to create stability in the present, which also will create stability and growth in the future. That's what I love about tarot, is that it gives us a roadmap. If we don't like what we see in the future, we can take a different route. You know, we can choose different paths. You are my everything. You could be, this could be the person that could really fulfill your emotional abundance that you're looking for with this Ten of Cups. You know, this could be the soulmate that your heart is yearning for. It says you are wrong. You are wrong. If there are any inclinations in your mind about this person, if you think that they don't care, perhaps because of the mask that they sometimes feel the necessity to wear, it's not a true reflection of their feelings. I'm too afraid to talk. And this one came out, the light though. Light is coming. I like that in the future position too. Back of the deck says, I still don't have all of the answers, which is why I feel like this person's going to make you wait a little bit longer than you would like. Underneath that card is the, do you even see me that way? And it's because they're trying to almost pump themselves up. You know, they don't trust their own intuition. They don't trust even perhaps these signs that you've given them, which I feel could have been very obvious as far as, you know, how they feel or how you feel about them. How's this person currently feeling right this moment? Will they come forward? I've been telepathically communicating with you. I want to dedicate a song to you. It says, I'm severing ties with a karmic partner, and I did see on this deck, I think we should see other people. I saw that card flipped over, well, flipped on one side of the deck, but that may not resonate with everyone. I feel like that's a pretty specific message for someone watching. Whoops. This whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. And it says, I don't know how to express my love, so I keep it inside, but I feel like that's coming to an end. The back of the deck says, I do want to make things right with you. Please give me that opportunity. And like I said, I feel them coming forward, but I do think that they are going to take a little bit more time. And I know that's not very what you guys want to hear. You want to hear that they're coming tomorrow. But Spirit is very adamant that you have control as well, that you don't have to maintain that hangman stance either. Group 1. Ooh, we already have the Hierophant. It's reversed. We have the Four of Wands. So for some of you, you may actually resonate with the message that this person or yourself, you could even be going through some type of disconnect in your own institution. You could be married and going through a divorce, or this person as well, vice versa, could be going through a divorce with the Four of Wands reversed and the Hierophant reversed. Again, that's not a message for everybody because it just talks about, you know, leaving arguments perhaps. This is a gateway in the upright. It talks about entering into a phase of happiness, celebration, bliss, and it's in the reverse in the Bull. So please take that as it resonates. In its most purest form, it is a twin flame card. In its most purest form, it is about celebration and connection. And we do have the Hierophant, which is about ascension and movement. Sometimes in the reverse, it can be, you know, a reflection of somebody not ready to ascend, or somebody who has like a problem with authority or a problem with institutions like this. It's this, there's a little bit of growing up to do, I feel like, in the Bull. And with the Ten of Swords, it talks about letting go of old ideas that have brought us to this place. So whatever has brought the two of you to this point of disconnect in this connection, it's time to formulate new plans of action towards the goals that we want. And if we want to turn this around to the Hierophant, to the upright Four of Wands, then we have to formulate a plan of action that makes sense towards that goal. And the only way we do that is through action. So maintaining this disconnect, both of the two of you perhaps being a little bit stubborn as to who's going to break first and contact, it just sort of, it maintains that hanged man that we saw. It keeps everything in limbo until somebody has the courage to come forward. And as I said, I do feel like this person will eventually get that courage, but it could be a wait for you. We have the ice pick falling out of the bowl, symbol from Spirit that it's time to cool things down. It's time for us to chip away at the barrier and the walls that we've built up. We have two peas and a pup. Maybe you guys had a dog together, or they have a little dog now. We have find joy in the journey. We have a mask, because of course masks are being worn. We have a starfish here, and the starfish, both the stars as well, of course, are ruled by Aquarius, but the starfish specifically is about healing ourselves from within. A starfish can lose a limb and then regrow that limb over time. It's a slow process, but in the same way, we can heal ourselves from insecurities that stop us from action. So this person, if they're struggling, or you yourself, if you're struggling with feelings of self-worth or feelings of fear, we can heal ourselves from that. We have the hand of Hazmat there. And thank you for everybody who let me know what this hand was called. We also have a couple of big wrench here. A wrench in the plans. All right, group 1, that is what I have for you today. Will they contact you, or should you contact them? I do feel they're going to come forward, but I feel you guys might have to wait a little bit. But you can always contact them as well. You know, time waits for no one. Spirit will walk with you no matter what path you choose. But thank you so much for coming to this reading. If it resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. And be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit your notification bell if you leave me a comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win my free monthly reading. You can go to Instagram as well and check out my Instagram page. I offer a chance to win a free mini read over there. But be wary of people and scammers on Instagram who have been approaching people offering readings. That's not how I do things. So if somebody approaches you pretending to be me, they're probably a scammer. So please be careful, protect yourselves, and be sure to report them right away. But thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 2, you were drawn to the red jasper, or to the lion card. You might be a Leo or a fire sign, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they going to contact you, or are you going to have to break and contact them first? So the lion is all about, you know, bravery and strength and truth, and just, it's just such a proud character here. So we're dealing with perhaps the desire to push through our ego and push past our pride and be brave enough to sort of reach out. This person could be a Leo as well, and I feel like there's a very watchful eye perhaps upon you. I'm going to be using the Halloween tarot for you guys today, and we're going to look first at how does this person feel about you. We're going to look at their current feelings for you first, and then we're going to ask the question if they're going to reach out or if you should be the one to reach out to them. So how are they currently feeling, Spirit, about group number 2? Ooh, we have Temperance, and we do have the Ace of Swords here coming out. So I feel you could be in disconnect for a while with that Temperance card as your first card in the past position, because it's a card about the desire to come together, a card of alchemy, but it's also a card that requires patience to maintain balance. I feel like they think about you quite a bit. So if it has been a long time since you've seen each other, I feel like they like to fantasize about you. And those fantasies have really brought them to a place of wanting to act towards you. We do have the Strength card back of deck. Very strong Leo energy. How does this person currently feel, please? Queen of Swords. They could be an air sign, perhaps. Let's try it again. Too many, Spirit. How does this person feel? We have the Magician reversed. They feel like there's a lot of unfulfilled potential here, and it's like they didn't see the potential in this connection until after you perhaps had left. And I do feel like for some of you, this could have been a very abrupt ending as well. Ten of Swords. They do feel like perhaps it's foolish of them to maintain any ideas about you in the present. It could be, and we have Three of Swords. They're very sad when it comes to you. They're sad for what they feel they've perceived that they have lost out on. They feel like they've lost this opportunity to build something pretty strong with you. And there's the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine here being presented. But it's being flanked by this barrier between you, this wall that's starting to get built up. And in the current energy with the Three of Swords, there's a lot of sadness in them when they think about this connection, because they are sitting in a place, and this is current energy, and it can shift and change depending on things that are happening in their life and their current mood. But the Ten of Swords, you know, it does sort of speak to letting go. It speaks to formulate different plans for myself, because in their opinion and how they feel presently, approaching you with how they feel, or approaching you with this inspired thought that they've been thinking about, all of these thoughts, they worry that it's not going to amount to anything, because they, in their opinion, they think it's already sort of passed them by. The potential is already gone for some reason. And there's also perhaps a little bit of a fear about you and about how you're going to receive them as well with this Queen of Swords too. She's kind of cold. So I don't know if you were cold to them in the past and they are really thinking about that. But presently, they're pretty heartbroken with the current situation. And they do feel like there's a lot of unfulfilled potential between the two of you. Let's look into their intentions for the future. Are they going to reach out to you, or are you going to have to reach out to them? Will they reach out, Spirit? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. That present energy for them is very heavy. Very, very heavy when it comes to this connection, when they think about it. It really, it's like those, someone's kicking themselves for something in the past. It's like they're kicking themselves. We have the Ace of Wands. They're thinking about it. But we have the King of Swords. Let's clarify that, please, Spirit. We do have the Ten of Wands. This is on their mind. It's a burden for them. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups? Do they have intentions of coming forward? Two of Wands is coming out with the Eight of Wands, is coming out with the World. Ace of Swords, again, see the Ace of Swords. The clarity has come in the present. The clarity didn't come in the past. Six of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. Back of the deck is the Four of Wands. I'm just going to move that over a little bit. And the Death card. Whew, so they are thinking about it. I'm telling you, they have a plan of action in their mind. It's a plan of communication. It's a plan of giving you information, because the Six of Pentacles is talking about an equal give and take. And the King of Swords is all about truth and justice, wielding that truth. He can come across a little bit cold sometimes, though. And with the Three of Wands, that is a plan of action that I'm about to put into action. So we have the Four of Wands and the Death card. The Four of Wands is that gateway to our happiness, but the Death is about that shift. They're really contemplating it in the present moment. They could be fearful, though, of things changing and not being able to go back from the revelations that they want to bring towards you. I want to get a little bit of extra clarity here, though, because what I don't see as a definitive move in the near future, but we have, whoops, we have some very strong indicators. Page of Pentacles, yeah. The Page of Pentacles comes forward with valuable news. He's holding that key for a reason. But there's something about the little red cheeks on this character. There's something about how I feel like they're going to hide some of their emotion. They're not going to unburden themselves with emotion. They're just going to bring in information. It's like an interchange of information. There's the Ace of Wands. It's like they're making that plan. But the Chariot on the back of the deck tells me that that decisive plan has already been made in their heart, and now they're just trying to get that courage, which is interesting because it brings us full circle back to that Lion. We did see the Strength card as well. This courage. They're focused. They're keeping that eye on you, and they know what they want. They know that they're coming towards you, and I feel that they will. I don't see it, the decisive act, in the near future, though, so I feel like that communication will be a little ways off, but I don't feel it'll be too much longer for you to have to wait for this person. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And we did see the Tower there. We did see the Three of Pentacles here with the Three of Bats. So for some of you, you may resonate with the message that you or this person could be in some type of foundation, which sort of adds to their inability to come forward. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner that you seek. And the back of the deck does say, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So again, some of you could be in the midst. That could be why they're feeling this sadness, the Three of Swords, in such a profound way, is that something in their life is currently breaking down or about to break down. They may be in the midst of release. That may also resonate with you if you feel the need to release someone or something in your life that is holding you back. We have Milk and Honey, and we have Time to Go coming out. This card has sort of a double meaning for me, because it's again the reflection of recognizing when it's time to leave a situation, and recognizing when opportunities are present to me and I have to really take advantage of them. The Milk and Honey card can speak to a family situation. It could be a situation where somebody feels like they've put their heart away, because every time I look at this glass, I see a heart in a jar. I don't know why. I know it's not supposed to be there, but I see a heart in a jar. It's like I've locked my heart away. and that maybe that they are ready to sort of move on from the current situation that they are in. Again, that's not going to resonate with everyone. This person currently feel, please. I want to start a family with you, is what they're saying. That's how they're currently feeling right this moment. And I feel like they allow their fantasies to sort of go to every area. The beautiful, you know, you're the pot at the end of that rainbow. You are the land of milk and honey, I feel. We have on. It's a no in reverse. I don't know if I want to put that in the reverse. We have the yes. Yes, they will come forward. I feel like they've faltered. There's been some false delays or false starts for them, though. I want you to choose. And I want a fresh start with you. The I want you to choose card does speak to foundations being built. This love scares me. This card's been showing up quite a bit lately. Back of deck says, I still don't have all of the answers. Let's check into a few more of their recent feelings about you, how they're currently feeling. From the Eternal Messages deck, please, Spirit. I was in denial, and it does feel like that epiphany came after the fact, after the separation. We had that Ace of Swords twice in the present. I've been thinking about proposing to you. I will say this, you know, with this Four of Wands, that can be a card that does speak to marriage, depending on the surrounding cards. And they could, I mean, that fantasy, that Ace of Wands really represents the inspired thought that leads to everything, that leads to action, that leads to the abundance that we're looking for. This person has fantasized about making you their spouse. They are currently sitting in a very negative place, though. I have a gift for you. My nerves have been getting the best of me. This sense of false start. Back of deck says, some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 2. Will they come forward? The future of this connection. Are they going to contact you? Will they reach out? Six of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. There's been false starts for sure. We have Justice as well. They're all in the reverse. So let's just spin it around so we can look at it in a decent way. Six of Pentacles there. You know, in the reverse position, which is what it was, it really does talk about how they could be currently they could be struggling right now. It could be financially based, but they could be struggling with this concept of worrying about it being one-sided, that they are feeling this intensely, but you don't feel that way. The Two of Wands, again, is those false starts. They've made lots of plans of decisive action towards you, but then they've fallen back into fear here, because the Justice was was also reversed, which talks that they could literally be having legal problems right now. Like they could literally be going through some sort of legal situation where they're spending a lot of money. Take that as it resonates. If that resonates with you, you will know that it does. But it also talks about things not feeling fair. They don't think that things are fair the way that things worked out between the two of you. It doesn't feel like it's balanced, and they think that it's unfair to how intense the connection is. But they are dreaming about it. They're dreaming about movement. And the problem, though, with these false starts that I keep seeing with their energy is that they have this decisive action in plan towards you to create that big shift, but they have that habitual, perhaps, pattern of at the last minute not going through with it. So there is that to contend with as well. Of course, Spirit wants to remind that we have the power to act as well. We have Cupid's arrow. We have heart. We have the word but, and we have you. I don't like when the word but shows up in any sentence. Like, I don't like, I'm sorry, but, I love you, but. I hate when people put a caveat on something so intense. And again, that's what I mean. The false starts with this person. I don't like that they are flip-floppy. And I understand it's fear-based, but we have S. We have the cat, Leo energy. We have the measuring cup. And I always think of somebody, they're either someone who thinks of a cup as half full, or they look at it as something as half empty. And I feel like at this point in their life, they are looking at it as half empty, perhaps. We have the stethoscope. Could be an actual medical connection, or there could have a blocked heart chakra. We do have the heart as well here. And we have the lipstick, which is a symbol for temptation and somebody that they find you very attractive. You lure them. We have the owl, looking at things from a fresh perspective, from a high perspective. And truth and honesty is very paramount with the owl. There you go, group number 2. That is what I have for you today. Will this person reach out? They have plans on reaching out. That's what they plan. They do have a propensity to fall short and fall back because of fear, but you do have the power to reach out as well. But they do have plans in place to come towards you. If this resonates with you, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. And if you leave me a comment, be sure to subscribe and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I'll be drawing that name in a couple of weeks, or maybe a week or so now, I guess. The days are just going by so quickly. You can check out my Instagram as well. Be careful on Instagram if people are approaching you for readings and they have my name. It's probably not me, so double check with me through my Etsy account or through my links below, because there is a spammer out there who's been trying to take advantage of multiple tarot channels. So please protect yourselves. And I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day today. Take care. Hello everybody. In group number 3, you were drawn to the pretty little rose quartz tumbled stone here, or perhaps you were drawn to the little mouse spirit, and this is your reading. Will this person come forward and contact you, or are you going to have to be the one that reaches out to them? The mouse spirit does talk about timidity and somebody who maybe disappears in the first sign of danger. You know, the mouse will just kind of watch you from afar, and then if you get too close, they sort of run. So there is this sense of this person hiding, feeling perhaps small in the connection, but let's see. Let's look at their current feelings for you first. How are they currently feeling? And then we'll look into the bare bones of, are they going to come forward and contact you, or are you going to have to be the one that bites that bullet? So I'm going to use the, I think it's called Brit's Third Eye Tarot for you today. How are they currently feeling, Spirit? What are their current feelings for group 3? We have this 8 of Swords. They feel stuck in their current situation or in this connection in a way of, you know, feeling unable to move forward. It is a perceived imprisonment. They're not actually trapped. Although I shouldn't say that, because I did a personal reading once where the person was actually in prison. Like, they were physically in prison. But in this case, I don't feel like they're physically in a prison. It's a prison of their own design. We have the World. How are they currently feeling? The Chariot. It could be a Cancer. You have the 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's like they're waiting. We have the 10 of Cups back of deck. 10 of Cups is the emotional abundance that they're looking for in this connection. It is the fulfillment of everything that we want. It can represent everything from marriage to complete emotional abundance. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful card. That talks about the profound love that this person feels inside of themselves, perhaps for you. But that 8 of Swords in the recent past really does show that they feel like they can't come towards you, or there's something stopping them from being able to get the closure or to give you the information necessary to keep this in a positive trajectory towards something positive. We have the Chariot, which is like this decisive. They've been thinking about coming forward in the present, because these 2 cards are for my present energy. They've been thinking about coming forward in the present, but it's like they lack the strength or the courage to do so, because the Chariot does talk about a decisive action towards our goals, and it requires that strength card. That's why it's the 7. The 8 comes after. It requires strength to be able to make a choice and then push towards that choice. And when they think about reaching out to you, it's like all of a sudden they get their back up, and in the future we have the 9 of Wands. It's like, I'm waiting for this person to reach out. So they could feel really stuck in their position because in their opinion, you should be the one reaching out. Let's keep going, Spirit. How do they currently feel? Can we clarify that Eight of Swords? I do feel like they have felt this way about you for a long time too. It may not be a long disconnect, but it feels like a really long period of caring for you. The Empress can represent so much abundance and creativity and everything that is good about the divine feminine energy. But when she's underneath that Eight of Swords, it can be that they feel stuck by their responsibilities or their role. They could be a parent. That could be something that holds them back. It could just be that they're putting you up on a pedestal and they don't see their value in the same way as they see yours. It's like you give birth to all beautiful things and they don't feel the same. Three of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. They feel like they're stuck in a rut. They feel like they are not in control of their own motions or in their own decisions right now. What they want is to build with you. What they want is to gain some momentum in this connection. But with the Wheel of Fortune reversed under that Chariot, those are two very strong major arcanic themes that are kind of combative right here with each other, because the Chariot is about decisive action, and in the forward position, the Wheel of Fortune is about sudden change and working towards the goals that we have in place for ourselves. But in the reverse, it's like somebody feels stuck in a rut. They kind of, I'm not going to lie and say that they do have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder with this Nine of Wands. It's like, it's an impatience, it's a frustration for having to wait so long. We have the Page of Wands and the King of Wands because they have a pressure building inside of themselves. We have Tower as the back of deck energy and the Moon. That Page of Wands talks about, you know, the fire they feel, the inspired thought they always have about you, the fantasies that they're having about you, and it's evolved already. Like it's evolved. There's been enough time in this connection and the disconnect perhaps where their fantasies have gone from, you know, a place of optimism to a place of fire that is starting to want to erupt out of them. And that's why they're in this Nine of Wands mentality in the future position, because it makes them feel frustrated to think that this is just going to continue, because they feel so stuck in their position right now. This Tower back of deck energy is about uncontrolled chaos coming in, or the fear of it coming in. The fear of destruction, the fear of not being able to return to the previous state after that tower falls. It can sometimes be an epiphany that comes in that changes everything. It can be a real fear that stops us with the Moon underneath here. It really feels like it's their fear of everything falling apart, of everything crumbling. And you can take that as it resonates in their present situation, whatever their case may be. It can be a physical breakdown of an actual commitment, or it can just be the fear of rejection on the most profound scale. With the Moon, it's because I've had to submerge how I feel for so long. And I feel like they really try to focus on their responsibilities to try to distract themselves from this connection. But let's look at the bare bones of the question that we're posing to Spirit. Let's ask Spirit if they're going to reach out and contact you. Woo, we have the Five of Swords that just like flunked out. So I don't know if you guys had a falling out, a big argument in the past, and that's what's stopping them from being able to come forward, because they feel like meek about it now. I almost get, with them looking at that mouse, I'm thinking like they know they did wrong, or they know that they were wrong in the past. Please take that as it resonates. Are they going to come forward and contact group 3, please? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. Are they going to come forward and contact group 3? Ooh. We have the Moon coming out. We have the Ace of Swords. So let's clarify that, please, Spirit. Can we clarify the Five of Swords? Will they come forward and contact group 3? We have the Magician. We have the World, which is interesting because we have the World up top as well in the same position. You both want this. You both want closure, or in the very least. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Back of deck is the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of clarity just on that one card, please, Spirit. Clarify. Whoops. I just saw the Chariot. Can we clarify the Ace of Swords, please, Spirit? Too many. Page of Cups. Back of deck is the Nine of Wands, though, and we have the Ace of Cups again. So Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. I feel like this offer will come in for you out of the blue, but I don't feel like it's going to come for a while. And the reason I say that is because they are still contending with some really heavy energy in the present, but they are also dealing with a lot of positive feelings towards you in the present as well. So it's sort of like this back and forth pull. It's like kind of a tug of war between your energy right now, which is slowing things down. But because of the desire to communicate being so strong, especially in the recent past, perhaps because of that argument that you guys had or may have had in the past, a disagreement, a misunderstanding even, they have this Nine of Swords energy. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slowing things down very, very profoundly. In the future, we have the Moon. And the Moon, when I saw it go down, I was like, oh, they're not going to come forward. And then we saw the Ace of Swords. And then the Three of Cups came out as well. So it's going to take them some time to progress to this stage of reunion. But I feel like it's coming. But right now, and with the Ace of Cups, that is Spirit's way of letting you know that that emotional new beginning or offer is on its way to you. But at this point in time, they can't see the forest through the trees. So it's taking them a long time to get to this point of clarity where they can form a concise way towards you, like a plan of action that makes sense, that isn't based on fear, that isn't based on a negative vibration. We do see the Three of Cups underneath, though, after those masks are worn, or I'm sorry, after those masks are taken off and this Ace of Swords sort of works its magic. But like I said, I feel like it's going to take some time, and that offer will come in for you when you don't expect it. The Page of Cups often speaks to a love offer that gets scooped up out of the blue. And I almost feel like a sense of apology coming in at that time too, but it's taking this person a long time to grow up in that sense. They're on a different sort of elevation than you are spiritually, and it's taking them a long time to grow up and to move out of their own head here with the Nine of Swords. But they are, like, the saving grace is the amount of a depth of emotion that they have for you. This Queen of Cups, this desire for reunion, is helping to at least not send this connection backwards in time and helping this connection to move forward towards a reunion. But it's going to take some time to get there, is what Spirit is saying. Will they come forward, please? Of course, and I've said this in other readings that I've done, you know, when this similar question is asked of Spirit, that Spirit is very adamant that it can be very frustrating for us to, especially if we're even resonating with this Nine of Swords ourselves, getting frustrated with the weight, that we don't have to stay in stagnation either, that we have the power over our own elements, and we can, if this person is taking too long, we can reach out to them very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And we do have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I often think of the devil when I see that card. And the devil can represent things that physically hold us back, addictions. And if we have addictions, we know what those are. But also we can be addicted to negative mentalities. We can be addicted to negative self-talk. It can become a habit for us to put ourselves down. So there's an addictive quality to how this person feels about you. Back of deck says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And that will resonate with you. If, you know, that can be someone that you need to release in the present. This person could be struggling with those thoughts as well with the Nine of Swords. Should I just let this person go? Isn't it easier to let go? But in reality, that's not easier emotionally. And I almost feel like that was their mentality in the past, was like they thought it would be easier to just walk away than to deal with the conflicts that perhaps the two of you experienced. We have sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. And we also have peace, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. And that's what they're contending with right now. And it's taking them some time to get out of those unwanted or dissolving thoughts. And I keep getting brought to this little mouse spirit that we started out with. And sometimes when I look at that little face, it looks like, you know, somebody who's being scolded, who's about to be scolded for something that happened in the past. We do have purification through fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. Feeling like they have to go through a firing squad or something. If there's a fear of, there's almost seems like there's a fear to face you. Again, perhaps because of what happened in the past in this connection. How are they feeling right this moment? How are they going to come forward? Time to ground yourself. And words do hurt. And I feel if that Five of Swords does speak to conflict, there could have been things that were said in the past that this person really regrets now, and they know they're going to have to face, they're going to have to kind of face the judge when it comes to those remarks. Here we have, I want a fresh start. I want to not have to deal with the past, but we also have them thinking of some fiery thoughts of you, wanting to distract perhaps from things that happened in the past, because it says I'm open to compromise. And then also this card came out, I think we should see other people. There is a message coming through, and it will not resonate with everyone, but there is this message coming through that like it's like this person would be willing to share you in like an open relationship. Like if that's all that they could have you, the capacity that they could have you in, they would be willing to do that. Back of deck says, I am too afraid to talk to you at this moment. From the Eternal Messages deck, Spirit, how are they feeling right this moment? Will they come forward? Their thoughts on coming forward. I'm really sensitive deep down. I just put up a front. I'm speaking through songs. I've thought about living together. I'm going to try that again. Too many, Spirit. I really hate not communicating as much as I want to. And the back of deck says, you will hear from me soon. So this is a yes for you, group 3, but I do feel like they're going to make you wait a little bit. They're contending with some pretty heavy energy in the present. Group 3, please. Future of this connection. Woo! We have a big explosion. Future of this, oh, we have one in the bowl though. 3 of Cups though, reunion, friendship. This could be a friend that you were, could be a friend. Always remember I'm dealing with collective energy. We have the 4 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Or sorry, the Ace of Cups. Again, that 4 of Wands wanted to be in the reverse, and that can reflect arguments that happened between you and this person in the past. So please take that as it resonates. But we do see a positive trajectory in the future that leads towards reunion and a new opportunity at fresh starts. And that's the thing that Spirit really wants to be adamant about when it comes to tarot, is that, you know, these opportunities that present, Spirit will never force us. You know, they could come forward and the two of you could have another argument. You know, it's about what we do with the offer when it presents itself that really reflects how it ends up as this abundant new emotional beginning. We have the letter L, the letter B, the letter A. It's like lava. We have play and you. We have the red lipstick. Somebody finds you very alluring. and very seductive. We have the sea star that comes out all the time, healing ourselves from within. It can lose a limb and regrow it. We have here the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and we used that deck for an earlier pile today, which is interesting. Feeling like they're late for this very important date. We have the wing, looking at things from a higher perspective. We also have a nursing cap with the heart, so there could be a nursing connection, a hospital connection, or their heart chakra could need some healing. All right, group 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated, and if it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. And if you do, I would love for you to leave me a comment, because that's my way of entering you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer a chance to win a reading on a monthly basis over on Instagram, so please check me out over there. And I also offer private readings through Etsy. You can find my link below. And if you go to my account and it's empty on Etsy, it just means I've sold out. I've been selling out really, really quickly, but I do update the shop on weekdays before 2 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time on most days. So please keep checking back for your chance to book. So I hope that you have a beautiful day. I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day, though, at the Tarot Cottage. Have a great day today.